It can be from the intercourse or from contamination ng mga ginagamit ng mga nagkain.
Yun,
Nakukuha sa sex.
Kahit ano sex. Hindi lang siya through saliva. I mean, di ba kasi pag sexual intercourse, may mga something. So, pag na-transmit siya to another person, that may be the cause of AIDS. Nahahawa ko kapag nag-toot. Sa laway ng boyfriend.
yung AIDS, nakukuha siya pag sa dugo, transfer ng dugo. Halimbawa, nasugatan ka, tapos yung needle na ginamit, may AIDS yung huling gumamit nun. Or, halimbawa, nag-donate yung, may nag-donate ng dugo sa'yo, tapos may AIDS yung tao.
Premarital sex. Yung mga irresponsible sex.
Ang pinakaunang ulat ng kaso ng HIV at AIDS ay nagsimula noong 1984. Ang human immunodeficiency virus ay natatagpuan sa body fluids, kabilang dito ang dugo, semen, vaginal fluids at breast milk ng taong positibo sa HIV. Noong nakaraang taon lamang ng Desyembre, 293 ang naitalang bagong kaso ng HIV seropositive individuals ayon sa STD/AIDS Cooperative Central Laboratory. Mahigit 9% ang itinaas nito kumpara noong Desyembre ng 2011. Sa 293 na kaso ng HIV positive, 14 dito ay umabot na sa kaso ng AIDS. Karamihan ay mga lalaki na ang edad ay 23 hanggang 55 years old. Lahat ng kasong nito ay nakuha sa pamamagitan ng sexual contact. 4 dito ang homosexual, 4 na heterosexual at 6 na bisexual. Sa kabuuang taon ng 2012, 3,338 ang naiulat na positibo sa HIV at 186 dito ay umabot na sa kaso ng AIDS. 178 ay mga lalaki at 8 dito ay mga babae. 98% dito ay nakuha sa pamamagitan ng sexual contact. 1% naman ang nakuha ng mga bata mula sa kanilang mga ina. At 1% naman dito ay mula sa karayom. Maging ang internet at ang social networking sites ay nakakaapekto na sa paglaganap ng sakit na ito. Dahil sa pamamagitan ng internet, maaari na ngayong makipagkilala, makipag-date at makipagtalik sa mga hindi kilala. Sa kasalukuyan, napakababa ng probabilidad na mapigil ang pagkalat ng HIV at AIDS. 0.02 hanggang 0.03 lamang ang porsyento ng pag-usad nito. Samantala, ang iba pang sakit tulad ng malaria at tuberculosis ay may malaking probabilidad na upang mapigil ang paglaganap nito. Ang dahilan, wala pa ding napapatunayan na gamot para sa AIDS. Kinausap namin ang isa sa mga HIV at AIDS prevention educator ng Philippine Red Cross Manila Chapter upang malaman ang lunas sa sakit na HIV at AIDS at kung ano ang mga kilos na ginagawa upang mapigil ang pagkalat nito.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm here with Jim Chim. We are here to interview Mr. Francis Jeremy E. Castillo, HIV/AIDS Prevention Educator, Philippine Red Cross Manila Chapter.
Hi, sir.
Hi, good
Afternoon.
So, first question, what is AIDS?
AIDS is a acquired immunodeficiency syndrome in which it is from having usually HIV or from STI to HIV, then you acquire AIDS.
So what is the difference between AIDS and HIV?
Well, with HIV, sa human immunodeficiency virus, it is from, kumbaga, it's a source na nasa atin na, di ba? And with HIV, ang difference lang naman is that you could actually acquire HIV through having STIs without yung proper treatment or proper medications. But with AIDS, you actually need to have at least an STI, HIV before you acquire AIDS.
So is it possible for it to be genetic?
Yes, it is. It could be actually from mother-to-child transmission. One of the types of how we could acquire HIV and AIDS. Mother-to-child meaning yung parent or yung mother na may HIV or AIDS is actually pregnant with a baby, and the baby, when he or she comes out, could actually acquire the same sickness.
At what age does it usually come out?
Meron kasing mga parang delayed na nag-appear, pero meron naman paglabas nakikita agad. At the most, meron delayed, like a doctor once told me that it could actually manifest around at the age of 10 years old. 10 years old. Pero ang masaklap nun is not, hindi siya through sexual intercourse. It is because yung parent niya was previously with the sickness, kaya nung lumabas siya, ganun, meron na siya.
Ano mo malalaman kung may AIDS?
Through proper testing. Hindi talaga nadadaan sa symptoms lang eh. Yung proper testing meaning kailangan mo magpa-test, like magpapa-blood test, yung full blood work para makuha rin na malaman kung meron siyang HIV or AIDS, like or STIs.
For testing, saan pwede magpa-test yung isang person? And around how much would that cost?
If I'm not mistaken, merong free testing sa San Lazaro Hospital. And RITM sa Alabang, yung for tropical medicine, meron din silang testing doon. And both testings would actually, may free testing sila, lalo na sa mga can't afford.
So, walang confidentiality yun. Kunyari, kid yung pumunta doon, okay lang kahit walang adult na kasama, basta of age.
Usually kapag below 18 years old, kailangan mo talaga ng adult supervision eh. Kasi it is not possible na to actually go there on your own, like just lalapit lang kayo sa isang nurse or doctor na pwede mo ba magpa-HIV test? Pwede mo ba magpa-test sa AIDS? Diba? It would come like a joke, pero alam naman natin na kailangan niyo pa rin adult supervision, lalo na pag below 18 years old, and they have to sign papers. And it is confidential.
So, meron bang mga prevention for HIV and AIDS?
Well, the only prevention we could think of is from the alphabet, letter A. Abstinence. Kasi parang, if you think of it this way, if you engage in sexual activities, then you are more prone on having STIs, HIV, and AIDS. Diba? But if you abstain until that right moment for that right person, and get married to that guy or girl, saan ka pa magkakaproblema? Diba?
Kahit may use of protection, may possibility pa rin na mahawaan ng AIDS or HIV.
Hindi kasi, yung protection is like condoms, yung mga ganun, hindi talaga siya pure na protection. It would, it would just, yung mako-contain lang niya for a short period of time, pero pag tinanggal na yun, di na nakabalot na dun sa skin nung sexual partner, or matatransmit pa rin in any way possible. Like, I know for some reason, diba, parang I know na alam niyo yung sasabihin ko sa inyo na hindi lang naman sa ibaba pinapasok, diba? Sorry for the term, pero kaya may possibilities na naka-protection siya sa baba, paano pag nasa bibig? Diba? Hindi naman pinapasok ng protection sa bibig. Kaya, having that said, it is possible to actually acquire it with the use of protection. Kaya, hindi pa rin siya 100% sure na pagka nag-suit ka ng protection, you actually limit or parang naiwasan mo yung pagkakaroon ng STIs.
Is it possible to get HIV or AIDS from kissing, going to the toilet, or through mosquitoes?
Unang-una is that, ano yung ibig sabihin ng HIV? Diba? Is human immunodeficiency virus. Ang mosquito bite ba? Ano ba yung mosquito? Insect. Insekto, diba? So, ibig sabihin, if the insect would actually bite someone with HIV, then kakagatin ka niya, would it actually be transmitted to you?
No.
No. Human immunodeficiency virus. Diba? Human. Meaning yung, tsaka ano ba ginagawa ng mosquito? Diba suck? Hindi mo blow?
Ayaw
Sa dengue naman kasi, di ba, yung nasa nozzle niya kasi mismo, yung dumi, yung yung virus niya eh. Yung lamok mismo eh. Ngayon sa HIV, hindi siya po pwede na, yung sinabi nila na may HIV yung unggoy tapos sip-sip lumipat sa tao. Hindi po pwede yun. Dahil human immunodeficiency virus, nakukuha po ito sa kapwa-tao. Pangalawa, sinabi niyo public toilets. Hinilaan niyo po ba yung public toilet? Hindi naman, di ba? So pagka sa public toilets, hindi natin ito matatransmit, lalo na kahit na may gumamit doon na may HIV or AIDS, mas napakababa ng chances na magkaroon ka ng ganun-ganun lang. Unless if you're doing something sa public toilet. If you know what I mean. Kissing, hindi naman siguro sapat yung napakakaunting laway. Sabi nga namin siguro minum ka ng laway, isang baso ng laway ng may HIV, baka sakali magkaroon ka. Pero yung tipo na mapaghalikan ka lang sa may HIV, unless po yung may STI sa bibig, STI lang. Pero hindi po nangangulugan na magkakaroon ng HIV or AIDS dahil sa pakikipaghalikan. May isa pa, hugging. Pag po ba yumakap tayo ng tao, do we get it? Eh yun sinasabi nila, di ba? Do we get it? No. Kasi hugging, di ba? Normal lang po yun. Okay?
Kung sa swimming pool po,
Mas mababa rin ang chances. Dahil alam niyo yung ano nalagay sa swimming pool? Chlorine. Di ba kasi chlorine is to actually eliminate yung bacteria dun sa swimming pool, lalo na yung high dosage ng chlorine. Kaya tayo, yung tipong highly irritated yung mata natin pag sobrang taas ng chlorine. Kasi sobrang hapde, kasi sobrang lakas ng gamot. Di ba? Yun yung isa. Tapos, meron tayong na question before, a while ago, before we had this video, was how do we control it or prevent it? The truth is, we don't have a way to parang cure it, but prevention, the only prevention we could have is actually what I have said a while ago, yung abstinence. Pero kapag meron tayong tinatawag na ARV. It costs too much, yes. Pero ang ARVs, yung antiretroviral drugs, in a sense na pag ininom nila to, tumataas yung immune system nila. Kaya mahaba yung buhay nila.
May AIDS ba?
Hindi naman.
Meron na yun talaga, habang buhay nila.
Around how much yung drug na yun?
The last I've heard, it would actually cost around thousands of pesos. Hindi siya ganun kamura. Kaya talaga kakailanganin mo ng tulong or support yun.
Available in the Philippines.
Available siya, yes. Pero hindi ko lang sure kung nabibili siya sa Mercury Drug or sa kahit anong drugstore. Diba? Hindi ko lang alam kung it is provided from the hospital. Kasi up to this point, siguro I have talked to some people living with HIV or STIs, but I've never asked them, saan binibili yung gamot niyo? Diba? Tapos, siguro, to sum it all up, one of the things that you have to learn is that with HIV, you do not die because of the sickness. But sometimes you just die because of stigmatism. It is how people treat you. Meron mga cases like, sasabihin sa kanila, 6 months na ng buhay mo. Pero they last to 3 years. It is because they are supported by people who love them and their friends, relatives, families. Kasi they find parang sense of living. Oh sige, mamamatay ka na, fine. Pero gusto pa nilang mabuhay just because they have these people around them. What we always say is that the illness does not kill, It is actually how people treat them. Siguro finally is that lagi nyo lang tatandaan na yung kung paano natin sila tratuhin, yun lang talaga yung magiging make or break nila. Pero alam nyo ba, dahil sa hindi naman talaga HIV or AIDS yung kinamamatay nila eh. Maaaring sipon, ubo. Dahil na overpower na yung immune system nila. Pero ang ARV lumalabas na pag gumagamit sila ng antiretroviral drugs, nagiging mas malakas pa yung immune systems nila. Kaya sila tumatagal. With the help of the people around them. Kailangan lang talagang may tumulong at may umunawa. Hindi po nila kailangan ng awa. Ang kailangan po nila is pag-unawa. Okay?
Are there any programs na ginagawa ng Red Cross for prevention or for doing something with the HIV and AIDS, especially to the youth?
Meron kaming program like, yung tatawag ko nga na Youth Peer Education for HIV and AIDS na ginagawa namin kami mismo, tayo mga kabataan po pwede mag-training at magkaroon ng kaalaman tungkol sa HIV and AIDS para i-share sa iba pang kabataan. Ang ginagawa namin sa Youth Peer Education is that we go around siguro kahit sa street, sa schools, then we teach about how to prevent or what to do in case you have it already. Pag naglalakad kami, we usually talk to people, random people, kasi we just introduce ourselves afterwards. Parang kakamusta yung sasabihin lang namin sa kanila na ano po yung HIV, yung AIDS, ganyan. Kakausapin namin sila tungkol sa ganun, then we introduce ourselves na youth peer educator po kami for HIV and AIDS. Ang program namin mismo is to educate people, to educate especially the youth, kasi lagi nga sinasabi mga kabataan mapupusok eh. Diba? Mapupusok daw mga kabataan eh. Pero once they know it, they could prevent it to happen, di ba? Kaya yung program namin sa Philippine Red Cross is that we talk to the youth or sometimes the adults na we meet on the streets, on the school, in schools, di ba? Then we talk up to them about HIV and AIDS. Kaya yun yung isa naming program. Then we have this program for youth peer educators in which you as a youth could actually join us and be an HIV/AIDS advocate, prevention advocate. Kaya we have yung program namin is that we make sure na we are informed and others are informed.
Thank you so much po for your time.
Thank you.